you ever worked tirelessly for a goal, believing it would bring happiness? Maybe you poured countless hours into your work, convinced that all the effort and sacrifice would finally pay off with a sense of joy and contentment. You thought, when I get that promotion, I'll be happy. That new title, that recognition, surely it will be the turning point. Or, when I buy that house, I'll feel secure. The dream home, the perfect neighborhood, a place to finally call your own. You sacrifice sleep and missed moments with loved ones, all for that one moment of arrival. You told yourself it would all be worth it in the end. But when you got there, it was just silence. No joy, just emptiness. The celebration was brief, and the feeling you expected never truly arrived. This is the arrival fallacy, the belief that reaching a destination brings lasting happiness. It's a story we tell ourselves, but reality often feels different. We imagine a future self, free from present anxieties, but it's a dangerous story. We pin our hopes on a version of ourselves that may never exist. The truth is, there is a mirage. The finish line keeps moving, always just out of reach, shimmering in the distance. We bring our insecurities and fears with us. No matter where we go, our inner struggles follow, quietly shaping our experience. The promotion brings new anxieties, the house a mortgage, and the scale doesn't erase body issues. Each achievement comes with its own set of challenges and worries. The excitement fades, leaving us wondering why the promised land feels unchanged. The emptiness can be confusing, even disappointing. This isn't a sign of being broken, it's a sign of being human. It's a universal experience, shared by people from all walks of life. It's a whisper from your soul that the map you've been using is wrong. The directions you followed may not lead to the fulfillment you seek. You've been chasing a finish line, but what you truly crave is a meaningful journey. The richness of life is found in the steps, not just the destination. This emptiness is a doorway, an invitation to ask, if reaching the goal isn't the answer, then what is? What truly matters along the way? It's a question that can change your life's trajectory, moving you from hollow victories to authentic fulfillment. It encourages you to look inward and redefine success. Embrace the journey, not just the destination. Let each step, each moment become a source of meaning. Find joy in the process, not just the outcome. Because real happiness is woven into the fabric of everyday life, not waiting at the finish line. The emptiness that follows the big win is a familiar feeling for many, and it's driven by something called the hedonic treadmill, a psychological phenomenon that shapes our pursuit of happiness. Just like running on a treadmill, you can push yourself to go faster and harder, but no matter how much effort you put in, you always end up in the same place. We all have a baseline level of happiness. When something good happens, our mood spikes, but over time, we adapt and return to that baseline almost as if nothing happened. This adaptation is actually a survival mechanism. If we stayed in a state of constant euphoria, we'd be too distracted to notice real threats or challenges around us. But in our relentless chase for success, this treadmill keeps us running, always striving for more, never quite satisfied with what we have. The initial joy of achievement fades quickly, and we find ourselves searching for the next goal, convinced that the next milestone will finally bring lasting happiness. We set new, even more ambitious goals, believing that bigger achievements will lead to bigger happiness, but the cycle repeats itself. We achieve, we feel a surge of pleasure, but soon enough we adapt again, and our happiness returns to its usual level. This endless cycle is exhausting, a loop of striving, achieving, adapting, and then striving again, often without pause or reflection. We become so focused on the chase that we forget to enjoy the process, missing out on the moments that truly matter. Instead of cherishing experiences or connections, we measure our lives by fleeting highs that quickly fade away. This is why even billionaires keep chasing deals and celebrities crave more rewards. The treadmill never stops, no matter how much you achieve. It's not really about the money or the fame. It's about chasing that fleeting feeling of finally making it, a feeling that never truly lasts. This cycle creates a life spent always looking toward the next horizon, rarely stopping to be present in the moment or appreciate what we already have. We become experts at achieving, but remain novices at simply being, at finding contentment in the here and now. Instead of building sustainable happiness, we chase short-term objectives, always hoping the next one will be different. This is why even those with the most impressive accomplishments can sometimes feel lost or empty inside. Their sense of identity was wrapped up in the chase itself, not in who they became or the life they actually lived. Success can feel hollow due to isolation from the climb. Focused on goals, we sacrifice time for connection. We miss dinners, skip gatherings, and are present but mentally absent. We trade belonging for productivity, not consciously, but gradually. We promise to reconnect later, but later never comes. We build a life that looks successful but feels lonely. We are wired for connection. It's a biological need. Sacrificing connection cuts us off from well-being. We might hold the trophy but realize we don't recognize faces in the crowd. The applause of strangers can't replace a friend's warmth. This is the loneliness of success, feeling alone in a crowd. You've achieved, but have no one to share it with. Victory feels hollow because celebration is shared. Joy is magnified when reflected in the eyes of loved ones. Success can feel strangely hollow when we depend on external validation to define our worth. Even in moments of achievement, if our sense of value is tied to others' approval, the satisfaction fades quickly. We often measure our self-worth by the opinions of those around us, constantly seeking applause, likes, and approval to reassure ourselves that we matter. From childhood, we learn to perform for validation, whether it's grades, sports, or career milestones. We look outward for confirmation that we're enough. On social media, we carefully curate our successes, waiting anxiously for digital affirmation, hoping each post will bring a sense of belonging or accomplishment. But this foundation of external validation is unstable, always shifting and dependent on the unpredictable reactions of others. Public opinion changes, bosses come and go, algorithms shift without warning. What once brought praise can quickly be forgotten. When our happiness is tied to others' opinions, we invite anxiety and instability into our lives, never feeling truly secure. We end up performing constantly, trying to please an audience that may not even notice or care about our efforts. This endless performance slowly disconnects us from our authentic selves, making it harder to recognize what we truly want. We start making choices based on what others expect, not on our own desires or dreams, and our true passions get lost in the noise. Over time, we lose touch with our inner voice and the values that once guided us, feeling adrift and uncertain. Achieving goals for the sake of external validation leads to an inevitable emptiness, as the joy of accomplishment is never truly owned. The validation we receive feels good in the moment, but it's fleeting and never fully satisfies the deeper need for self-acceptance. As soon as the applause fades or the notifications stop, insecurity creeps back in, and we find ourselves craving the next hit of approval. True worth can't be outsourced, it must be cultivated from within, through self-reflection and acceptance of who we are. Internal validation is a renewable resource, always available when we nurture it, and it grows stronger the more we practice self-compassion. It's a deep, lasting confidence that comes from being true to yourself, embracing your imperfections, and finding fulfillment in your own journey. Success often feels hollow due to our obsession with finite gains. Finite gains have clear beginnings, ends, winners, and losers. Most goals are finite degrees, houses, marathons, promotions. We win, but what happens the day after? The game is over. This fuels the hedonic treadmill, seeking new games to fill the void. Chasing finite goals creates a choppy life, sprints with aimless wandering. We become experts at achieving, novices at being. We fear failure, sticking to safe paths, avoiding true growth. This pressure to win at all costs leads to a stressful, unfulfilling life. We need to shift from finite goals to sustainable, meaningful pursuits. Embrace the journey, not just the destination. To escape the treadmill, shift focus from achievement to growth. Change the question from what do I want to achieve to who do I want to become? Growth is a continuous journey of learning and evolving. When focused on growth, outcomes become less important. Even in failure, there's victory in growth. Embrace challenges as opportunities for growth. Set growth-oriented goals, not just achievement-based ones. Instead of, I want to run a marathon, try, I want to enjoy moving my body. Instead of, I want a promotion, try, I want to be a more effective leader. Focus on being, not just achieving. Growth is a way of being you can practice daily. It shifts focus from the trophy to the richness of the journey. Embrace the process, not just the outcome. Find joy in becoming, not just achieving. Shift from seeking external validation to cultivating internal validation. Develop a strong inner compass guided by core values. Trust yourself and listen to your inner voice. Identify your core values and reflect them in actions. Use values as a filter for decisions, building self-trust. Internal validation is a renewable resource always available. Setbacks don't crumble you. Your worth isn't on the line. Look at situations with curiosity and compassion. Success is acting with integrity and bravery. It's a deep confidence from being true to yourself. Internal validation frees you from the need for external approval. It allows you to live authentically, guided by your values. Embrace your true self, not the image others want to see. Find worth within, not from others' opinions. Be at home in your own skin. Shift from finite games to infinite games. Infinite games are played to continue, not to win. Focus on mastering your craft, not just promotions. Play the infinite game of raising kind, resilient humans. Connect with a just cause, a vision bigger than you. This cause provides durable motivation beyond finite goals. Competitors become worthy rivals, helping you improve. Failure is a moment to learn, not a devastating loss. This perspective frees you from winning anxiety. Find satisfaction in daily practice, serving a meaningful cause. Embrace the infinite game, not just finite wins. It's the antidote to the emptiness of the hedonic treadmill. Play for the joy of the process, not just the end. Find purpose in contributing to something larger. The journey from achievement emptiness is a return to self. Question the definition of success we've been handed. The hollow feeling at the top is a gift, a signal to redefine success. True fulfillment isn't at the finish line, it's in the way we run. It's in growth, living by values, and playing infinite games. Success is a way of being, cultivated deep. It requires vulnerability and letting go of universal approval. Choose a life lived with heart over sterile victories. Realize you don't own worth through striving. You're worthy now. Your value isn't who you are, not what you achieve. What is your story of success? Not the one you should write, but the one your heart longs to live. Build a life on growth, internal validation, and infinite purpose. Take a small step today to begin that journey. Let's redefine the finish line together. Your story matters, and your voice is needed. Like, subscribe, and share.